In a community where nights at the bar have become routine, one woman saw a chance to offer something more. She created a space where people could find connection, clarity, and sober alternatives in nature. Today, we hear from the founder who's changing the narrative. This is Tame Wellness.
My name is Stephanie Pearce. I am the executive director and co-founder of Tame Wellness nonprofit, and we are a community center that focuses on mental health and sobriety. I am born and raised in Arizona and California. My family grew up very poor. My water was always shut off. Our electricity, we could barely afford it. I was raised in a family of addicts, to be completely honest, and life was really rough from the very beginning. I started diving into drugs at a very, very young age. By the time I was graduating high school, I had already been using meth for 5 years. My entire high school years were on meth. And so I wasn't a normal kid. From a very, very young age, I just needed to escape everything that I felt. My story is simple, but it's not. I am an addict that started a nonprofit looking to help other people. And there's a lot that comes in between that gap. Being a drug addict and not having absolutely anything to live for, I am that person that you see on the side of the road holding up a sign for money. I am that person. There's no difference between me sitting right here, right now, than a person sleeping on the side of the road in a tent. And I know that. The only difference between me and that person is I found a way out. I would say that the most profound thing that had happened for me to create Tame was 2 of my friends passing away. I had friends from elementary school and high school. We were the 3 amigos. We hung out, we did drugs together, we run amok. We all lived a couple streets over from each other, so we just grew up together, and we were so close. And they died. First one, his name was Travis Martin, died from suicide. He hung himself in his garage. He was my friend since 2nd grade. I knew him for 24 years. 2 years after that, my friend Christina, she had endocarditis. Basically, her heart got infected from shooting heroin. So suicide and substance abuse directly hit home. 2 of my people. And I realized, I had just enrolled in college, and I had realized what my major was, that it was going to be mental health. It changed the entire trajectory of my whole life, moving to Grand County. When I moved here, I didn't want to get into drugs because I was freshly in recovery, and I realized that there was such a huge drinking culture here. When I first moved here, I didn't know where to meet people. I had no idea how to make friends. I had no idea where to go for fun after work, and all of those things are the bar here. I realized how common it was to have a drink on your way home from work, or stop at the bar and not leave until you're ready to go to bed. I decided to open up Tame so people have something to do. Really, it started off as a really simple idea. We're just gonna get together, with a couple people every month and do a sober activity. Yes, there's so much drinking going on. Let's just do something sober. Where we know that you're not gonna spark a joint, where we know you're not gonna go order a shot of tequila and come back. we'd like to crush the misconception that we require complete abstinence to attend our services. We're really just trying to build community connection outside of the bar scene with fun activities like hiking, snowshoeing, kayaking, art nights, bowling, cookie decorating, everything that you could possibly think of. We do it free, donation-based for the community to make sure that people have fun without substance or alcohol involved.